I'm sure this is like this in every field, but in IT specifically with MSPs, you never know. It's such a mixed bag of it being a shit show. My first real IT, so my first IT job was an ISP. My real tech job was MSP in the kind of Central Florida area. Absolute shit show. So I started as a paid intern, and I was good enough that they hired me. And they push you in the deep end. They don't even warn you to like hold your breath. They just shove you in. And I went from configuring and imaging devices to just on the phone, live, taking support calls, not knowing what the hell I'm doing. And to be fair, because I worked in such a high stress, fast-paced environment, not much can faze me anymore. So working for an ISP really stamped in proper customer service. Like I can de-escalate like no one's fucking, like it's, I can put out so many fires, it's ridiculous. That's from working at an ISP that was extremely strict on how you handled customers without a script. And then the MSP made it where like, I don't care what is going on with that client. There is not a fire bad enough to make me panic. There just isn't. Because I went through so many heart attacks at my first MSP. It was so high stress. Everything was high strung. Everything was patched together with duct tape. There is nothing any other job can throw at me that will faze me now. It was beaten out of me. For better or worse. Oh my God, I'm having like PTSD flashbacks from that fucking job. I was an on-call technician. Shouldn't have been, okay? When you are that baby of a tech, you should not be on call. But luckily the way their on-call worked, it was two-tier. There was the primary technician and secondary. Secondary tended to be an administrator. So, but like, it took years after leaving that job to not hear the on-call alarm like in my sleep, waking me up at like a nightmare, like cold sweat, I'm awake, what do I gotta do? You know, like it was god awful. Holy shit. I don't know how that company survived. The first time I ever worked on a switch. Try not to like dox myself here. The client office that was having a problem with their switch was about 3 hours away, one way. Okay, so it's 6 hours both ways. It was about 3 hours away, a drive. I had never gone on site before. I had never serviced a switch before. I had my A+ and that was it. Okay, I had my A+ and my charisma. And I'm told, hey, we need you to go to this client and we need you to install a new switch and prep it and set it up. And software side, as long as I plugged it in correctly, one of our engineers would be able to log in and do the hard part for me. I just needed to do the physical work. I'm like, okay, sure, I can do that. I get there. It is not set up the way I think it is. It's mounted to the wall and I don't have a ladder. I don't have any tools. No one told me I needed tools. I get that probably should have been common sense, but I think I'm like 21 at the time, first time going on site, no one there to train me. It was just assumed that I would know that, and I didn't. So I'm 3 hours away from the office with no tools. Luckily, someone in the office had a screwdriver. So I climb up on a chair with my teeny tiny screwdriver that's stripping the screws because it's not the right size, and I take down the fucking switch. Second mistake. I did not take any pictures before unplugging everything because I didn't know better. I was a baby tech and I was already panicking from the fact that I had to borrow a set of tools from my client. On top of all that, I didn't have a working car charger for my phone and my phone was almost dead. I didn't know how I was going to find my way home at that point. Like everything that could have gone wrong was going wrong. On top of that, my car at the time, it's still my car. I had my first car, but my car wasn't the most reliable thing in the world. Like my boyfriend at the time could fix anything under the sun wrong with the car. but didn't really want to have to call him to come help me when I was 3 hours away from our town. Okay, it was ridiculous. I was so stressed out, and so I don't think to take pictures before I unplug the switch. So I unplug everything from the switch, plug everything randomly back into the new switch after mounting it to the wall, and nothing's working. And I don't know what to do because I'm still a baby fucking tech with nothing but my A+, and like I think a few months working at that time. Okay. And so I have to call the engineer that was supposed to just log in and configure everything and have them help me walk through connecting. I will never forget that guy. He was so sweet. We're friends to this day. And he saved my butt. He was like the magic wizard man in the office. I'm sure wherever he works now, he is still the same magic wizard man. If you have a problem and you can't solve it, you would just go to him and like bat your eyes and be like, please help me, I'm an idiot. And he would help you, because as long as you were willing to listen and learn while he was doing it, he was more than happy to help. So God bless him. He helped me out of that mess. We finally got that switch up and running. It was a nightmare. I got home safe. I don't know how. It was horrible. But anyway, that's just like an example of what that company put me through as a little baby tech. Okay, teeny tiny baby, small bean. And it beat the shit out of your soul. Okay, it beat iron into your spine. So there's not much that will faze me in those kind of situations, and like technical panics at all. And then with clients being upset, doesn't matter, because the ISP beat that out of me as well. I don't care. I will find a way to calm them down. I am very good with talking to. I actually got a promotion recently as an escalation point, and I feel like that is one of the reasons why is I'm really good at that. I'm very, very, very. I might not like people, but I'm very good at handling people. God help me. Put all my skill points there, and I wish I hadn't.